Hello and welcome to the inaugural podcast of Faces for Radio. Not to be confused with Faces for Radio. We are Faces for Radio. I am one of three co-hosts. My name is Nipolis. You could call me Nip.
My name is Isaac. You can call me Sack.
And I'm just Corey.
So today we or rather Corey is going to be playing Stick RPG
Yep.
Complete.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun for you to watch while we actually this this is just
unlimited.
basically we just wanted to
I can't click it.
play something that you could turn off, just like go to a different tab on your internet and just sort of listen in, because we're not going to be talking,
Okay.
we're not going to be saying anything about this game other than
You know what to do.
yeah, exactly.
Damn it. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, Faces for
Yeah.
So we're not going to really be talking anything about this game. We're just going to be talking about random things. Hopefully those random things will be funny, and they might get you through a day of work, or at least however long we're doing this for. Hour 15 minutes, 69 hours, who knows. So Isaac, do you have any interesting topics that you want to discuss? Anything? Oh, how was your day, Isaac?
My day was swell, actually. I got an email from New York State Park saying that my beach is now open again. So
Look at
Oh,
you.
that's good.
yeah,
Congratulations.
my advocacy work and what else did I do? My soliciting work actually paid off. I got a lot of signatures. I got 1,800 signatures.
I was gonna make a soliciting joke, but I'm not gonna do it. What were you soliciting? I had a day today.
You did?
Yeah,
What kind of day?
it was a fairly rainy day
Oh,
to start with.
it was a Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
It was a Monday.
I did some Excel spreadsheets. That was fun.
Oh.
Not even at all. I did.
Getting some smokes.
I did get to speak to some important folks.
Such as not limited to.
Mr. Fred Wilpon.
Oh, that's nice.
Today. Yeah.
He sounds
Mr.
French.
Fred Wilpon, owner of the Mets.
Yes. My mother is fortunate enough to work for the New York Mets, and
She's a very important person
no.
to me.
Shit going walking.
That was a good one, Isaac.
Oh, wow.
So, I actually have a story about her. I don't know if I told you guys this one. Did I tell you guys this?
No, go for it.
Okay, so basically, my mother was working like the opening day party, and basically like checking people in, like seeing if they're on the list, yada yada. And my mother, despite working for the New York Mets, knows nothing about baseball. She doesn't follow it. She doesn't know who anyone is.
My kind of crowd.
Yeah, it's like Justin Verlander. She was on the phone with Justin Verlander, didn't know who he was, and I'm sure Isaac has no clue.
Isaac.
Isaac has no clue who that is. But anyway, she does know one person, and that one person is Tom Seaver, but she doesn't know what Tom Seaver looks like. She just knows that he was a really big deal at one point or another for the New York Mets organization.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes, he was sort of a big deal. He's the only New York Mets player in the Hall of Fame, so he's a big deal. My mother's signing people in. And
Wait, I know where the Hall of Fame is.
Aw.
It's Cooperstown, New York, right?
That's very good.
That's the only thing I know about baseball.
So he's in the Hall of Fame. But my mother's signing people in at this opening day party. Corey, can you stop mumbling?
Sorry.
My mother's signing people in at the opening day party, and this guy walks in, and he goes, "Hi, I'm on the list. I'm Tom Seaver." And she goes, "Get out of here." He goes, "No, really, I'm Tom Seaver." Right, and I'm Marissa Tomei.
I don't know who Marissa Tomei is either.
So she...
I'm dead serious.
Anyway, so my mother is sitting there having a quasi, I'm not going to say argument, it was a quasi discussion with Tom Seaver for 5 or 10 minutes, not believing that he was Tom Seaver, and eventually he had to show his ID to show that he was who he said he was. Because she just assumed that fans would come in and attempt to get into the party by saying they were Tom Seaver. Which probably is happening.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
I don't even know who Tom Seaver is, so I wouldn't.
He's like a
Yeah,
pitcher, right?
obviously. Isaac.
Isaac.
But yeah, that was absurd. So I was so mad at her because I'm obviously a big baseball fan. So I was very disappointed in my own mother at that moment. At that moment when I heard that story. Oh, speaking of the devil, Isaac's got a call from his mother.
Oh, Isaac.
Oh, Isaac. So, what, Corey? Have you? All right. If you could be reincarnated, right,
Uh-huh.
as any animal,
Mhm.
what animal would it be? What animal?
So,
Have you given this a lot of thought in your spare time?
you know, not as much as I should have.
Right, because it's a
um,
very pressing issue.
It is. So any animal?
Yeah,
Oh, I just got hit by a car.
you should have thought about reincarnation
Yeah,
sooner.
I should've-
you hadn't,
I should've
you hadn't
thought about-
decided.
some kind of animal that would have stopped that car from hitting me. No. You know, in my younger years, I always thought that it would an armadillo would be a good choice.
Okay.
No.
No,
just hear
not
me-
what I
hear
would
me
have
out.
chosen.
Okay,
All right, yeah.
No, okay.
I'll hear your
No,
argument.
but, see,
You're
oh,
now a janitor. Look at you.
armadillos. They don't really hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I could roll up into a ball and just roll down the street, that'd be pretty cool. So it's like having a car, but it's yourself.
Except much slower and in your own body.
Yeah. Did you see that movie Rango?
Rango? What with the?
With the lizard and stuff.
No, never seen that movie.
Oh yeah, because there's an armadillo that gets run over.
You know who
so
looks
that
like-
dream stopped right there.
You know who looks like Rango?
Who?
Ryan. My brother. Speaking of my brother today, came into my room for no reason, mind you. He just said, "I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is." And then he just left.
Oh my god.
And
No,
I
my
was-
favorite random
I've
Forrest Gump line to just say out of nowhere is just Lieutenant Dan and ice cream, ice cream.
You know, I was utterly confused by that today. My brother's decision to to walk into my room and say that. Never asked him why he did it, but I can only imagine it's part of his evil plan to make me have to fold all the laundry.
Why? What?
Yeah, no, he was tasked with folding the laundry today, and he was not privy to doing it, and he tried to get me to do it for a good 35 minutes, and I wouldn't do it. I stood my ground.
So
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay, go on.
So well, first of all, I'd like to pose the same question that you posed to me about the animal.
Yeah.
What would your choice be?
I would be a. See, I thought about this. Initially, my thought was narwhal.
Narwhal. Okay.
Narwhals, but I've changed my mind since.
Mhm.
And I've decided toucan. I want to be a toucan.
Toucan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just shuts like a real door.
Yeah. So toucan is my decision. Isaac, we're talking about if we were to be reincarnated as any animal, we could
any
choose.
animal.
Yeah. What animal would it be?
See, my
Speak into the mic
choice
as well.
was as an armadillo, and Nick's choice was a narwhal, and he was just about to explain.
No, well, I didn't say. I said my choice was a narwhal,
Oh,
but
was
then
a
I
narwhal,
decided that I would rather be a toucan
Hmm.
than a narwhal.
I would like to be. What are they called again? A prehensile-tailed porcupine.
Go on.
Porcupines, fun fact, bigger than you'd expect them to be.
Oh yeah.
Really huge.
Really?
Yeah.
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 You'd expect
Like
them
if
to be
you
like
were
these
to
cute
compare
little
it
things.
to
No,
base
no.
shoebox size.
Oh, they're much bigger than a shoebox.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you'd want any shoe that size going up your tush.
They're huge.
Oh boy.
Because the people have these kinds of misconceptions about porcupines, and we need to stop it.
Yeah, but considering that I have
cause.
considering that I have a face for radio,
Yeah,
I would
for-
like to be a prehensile tail porcupine because they're adorable
Okay.
and they make these little cute sounds like.
See, but you don't need to do a porcupine to do that, obviously.
But-
you've just done it.
Yeah, but I look like a weirdo when I do that as a human being.
Whereas a porcupine, it would be completely normal. So Corey, I was confused at your armadillo choice, but it seems as though are porcupines in the same family as armadillos, or are they?
Mammals.
I don't
Yeah, well, yeah,
Mammals,
obviously.
though.
Do armadillos not lay eggs?
No.
Do they don't? No, one type of armadillo lays eggs.
What
What's
type?
that?
The one that lives in Australia.
Platypus.
That's not an armadillo.
It's
I-
not an
I know.
armadillo. Don't
you know that-
confuse people.
Did you know that platypi are actually
Oh,
the
I can't do
only
that.
venomous mammal?
I did not.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, the
I guess
duck-billed
it's only a bunch
platypus is a venomous mammal.
Yeah, no, because it has it has like these,
Venom sacs.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like eye sacs.
And and another fun fact is
Yeah.
what are they called? Lorises have
Oh, the-
lorises, those cute little primates with
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
eyes.
lorises.
Okay.
They
I can put it in a little.
Is that like a
picture right now,
lemur
so-
or?
it's in the
So
lemur
people know
family,
what
yeah.
we're
It's
See, I know my lemurs.
I think it's an old world primate, but anyway, they actually have poisonous sacs in their elbows, and they can
Yeah.
lick their elbows and then
Die.
no, it like bite and or lick their
okay.
prey
Makes
to
sense.
inject venom.
Ah.
So they're not venomous because they don't bite and then inject venom. They just
Yeah.
have a poison.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, see, I feel like your porcupine choice is good, but none of you guys would want to fly. None of you guys would want to be a bird.
No, because people hunt birds, and last I've heard, no one's ever went out and hunted armadillos. Although I'm sure somebody has.
Who hunts toucans?
but, I mean, I'm sure there are a bunch of people who hunt toucans.
Do you really want a nose that big?
I mean,
Nothing changed.
my nose is a normal size. Don't give our casual listeners the wrong impression.
Oh, I was putting myself.
Oh
in
man,
their
I screwed up.
shoes.
I said that we're all human beings before.
Oh, God.
One step closer to them finding our identities.
Exactly.
Oh no.
I'm
You died.
I'm actually a toucan. Like,
Oh yeah. we just trained him. He's like a parrot, and we just trained him to say all these things.
yeah, exactly. This is actually it's like reminds me of that episode of Family Guy where Brian goes, "Oh, me llamo es Brian," and the one like Mexican guy goes, "Oh, that was really good, but you don't need speaking. You don't need the s. You can just say me llamo Brian." And Brian goes, "Oh, you speak English?" He goes, "Oh no, just that sentence and this one explaining it." What? Okay. Like that.
Oh, I really like that episode.
Classic
Yeah.
Family Guy joke. Yeah.
So, to give a vague description of where I just left to,
Mm-hmm.
I abhor key fobs.
Key
fob.
fob.
Key fobs.
All right,
For the listeners, a key fob is
a
it's,
pen for me,
like
'cause I
a
don't know.
car key,
Okay.
but instead you don't put it in the car and twist it. It's just like a push button start. So that little thing that you carry around with you that like unlocks your car, like beep beep.
The
that's-
key?
That is the key fob. No,
Yeah,
it's
but
called the
there's no
fob
physical key. There's just the yeah.
Okay, yeah.
because it lacks
So,
the metal part.
I
I
it is
I did
so
not know what that was.
goddamn easy to leave those things in the car.
How
because-
how easy is it?
So easy. Like 6 times easy.
So who left the fob in
I
the
left the
car?
fob in the car.
left the
You
fob
left
in
the
the
fob
car?
in the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And yeah, that was an entertaining event because then somebody called and said, "Come get the key fob,"
Come get the key fob.
Oh.
and I didn't want to go back outside and get the key fob.
Uh,
Anyway,
I'm don't mind me.
Don't mind you.
don't mind me.
I'm gonna read your notes.
Yeah,
What do you know?
read all my notes.
Abraham's story.
Yeah, see, these are all my notes. You want to know about the Abraham story? The Abraham story
I
is
would
good.
love to hear the
I
Abraham
heard that
story.
Abraham actually, his wife gave birth to Isaac.
Isaac.
Isaac, yes.
Isaac.
And a fun fact for those of the
Jews.
tribe out there,
The
those
Jews.
the Jews, those of the
Jews.
tribe out there.
Native Americans.
Yes. The Hopi.
Ancient Jews built boats and sailed to America.
'Cause that's how it
Precisely.
worked. They
But
landed
anyway,
and they went, where are the
Abraham's
conditions?"
wife was about the age of 99 when she gave birth to Isaac. And when
Call him bullshit.
and when
No,
God came
well-
down, she called bullshit too. When God came down and said to her, "You're going to have a child," she left. And the Hebrew name for Isaac is Yitzchak, and Yitzchak means he who laughs or
Ah.
laughter. So, fun fact.
All right.
That
Well,
is a
my,
very fun
my story is like basically the same.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. so,
Basically the same except with one different thing.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the same at all.
yeah. I was in Michigan, and I'm privileged enough to be part of the University of
Hopi
Michigan.
tribe?
Yeah, Hopi tribe. Men's Glee Club at the University of Michigan, which is a lovely institution. And
People are going to find you now.
yeah, absolutely. People are definitely gonna find me. But basically, we were handing out flyers on. Thanks. We're handing.
I could taste that through the microphone.
we were handing out flyers for our concert, and it was me, and I'm not gonna use real names. It was me, my friend Jerry, and
Jerry.
Quaid.
Quaid.
I like
That
that name.
is the best fake name.
And I actually thought up fake names before this.
Oh, nice.
But Jerry Quaid and I are handing out flyers, and this homeless man wanders up to us, or specifically to Quaid, and starts talking to him. And Quaid was more than accommodating, just being very polite. And then the man goes, "You know what my name is?" And Quaid goes, "No, I don't." I don't. And the homeless man goes, "My name is Abraham. I'm a biblical man." He had like a tattoo. It said Abraham on his like wrist.
Just, what if he was lying? Like, what?
What incentive does that give you to lie about your name? Oh, car. Okay. Sorry.
So he walks up. He's like, "Oh, my name is Abraham. I'm a biblical man." And then like he starts like, "Oh, you want to pray with me?" And Quaid's like, "I guess," like because you're just trying to get rid of this homeless man. And
Here, have a sandwich. Let me go now.
and so they do like the Lord's Prayer, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
And
I
yeah,
don't know what that is either, so.
Christian up in here, or former Christian, YOLO.
What?
Anyway, So I was watching this go, and I didn't want to help Quaid at all. I was like, "You're on your own, bud. I'm not getting involved with this nut job." But so Abraham leaves for a moment, and nearby there was a table, and manning that table was a frat boy, and he was collecting food for the homeless. And Abraham goes over, and supposedly, I found this out later, says to the frat boy, "Do you know what these tattoos mean?" And he had like 7 teardrops on his eye. And for those of you,
It means he's depressed.
and for those of you
I read an
unfamiliar,
article about that, actually.
and for those of you unfamiliar with that particular type of tattoo, it means he had killed 7 people. So
I thought on a scale from 1 to 10, he was 7 sad.
so,
7 sad.
so the frat boy goes, "Yeah, I guess," and he goes, "You might want to give me your," and Abraham goes, "You might want to give me your cans that you've collected." So Abraham grabs the box of cans that they collected for this homeless food drive.
Meanwhile, the frat boy that was manning the table lifted his shirt because he thought he meant his tits.
Yeah, it's true. True story. How were you there?
Yeah, it was. I was actually the frat boy.
For those people who are not competent enough to understand, Isaac was not there.
So Abraham has this box now of cans, and he goes back to Quaid, and he goes, "Hey, do you have a bag I could put like these cans in? Because I don't want to carry around this box." And Quaid goes, no, sorry, I don't have anything. And then just Abraham starts growling at him, like, "Rrr, rrr," like up in his face, and without breaking eye contact with Quaid, Abraham outstretches his arm with the box in it and just upends it, and all the cans fall onto the ground. And
Such a dick.
and then
Spilling the cans for his homies.
and then first of all, I was dying laughing, and Jerry comes over to me, and he goes, "Hey Nick," I go, "Yeah." He says, "Is that homeless person's penis out?" I said, "Jerry, if I turn around and that and that homeless person's penis is exposed, I'm going to be I'm going to be inconsolable. I'm going to be laughing so hard that I won't even be able to do anything." And sure enough,
His penis
is just hanging out there, yeah. And then the cops came and took our friend Abraham away. And I haven't heard from him since. He said he would write, but he didn't.
No.
Typical man.
Typical.
Well, that was that story, and
When you mentioned if I turn around and see this guy's penis out, the only thing that I was thinking was that other biblical story.
that's the only thing you were thinking.
No. Just stick with me. It was actually it was mentioned in Slaughterhouse 5. That story where
Almodorians.
Is
no, not
is
Slaughterhouse
Slaughterhouse 5 biblical?
Is
it to that level?
that one story where
So it goes, you know.
So
So-
it goes. That one story where that woman, they're walking away when God like sends a plague on this one city, and he's like, "Don't you dare turn around, and if you do turn around, you'll turn into a pillar of salt." And while she's walking away, she turns around. You know, you never look at the explosion in an action movie. You just
absolutely.
keep walking
Never
on.
know.
You just
So the
roll
only-
away.
So the only
And
thing that I
jump
was
in
thinking
slow
is like, if you
motion.
turn around to see this guy's penis, and you turn into a grain of salt.
That would be an excellent twist to that story.
That would be an interesting end.
Yeah.
Actually, not a toucan.
Not a
Of
toucan.
salt.
I think
A
a pillar of
sentient
salt in-
pile of salt. I don't. Let's see. Let's take a second because I don't know what the point of this game is. I've never played this game before.
So,
I just see you hitting people and then like their heads crack open and then it says you win.
you know, and
You
I
have
steals
to go
money.
to the department store and get
are you-
caffeine pills.
Are you a criminal?
I am a criminal, I believe.
Get
I mean,
caffeine pills.
no, that's a pawn.
It's the pawn shop.
Why should I get caffeine pills?
You just dope up on them, and then your days are like.
Too much dopamine.
Wait, how did they get
taking
too much
advice.
dopamine? You twitch.
No, it's crazy psycho bitch.
Oh, too much dopamine, you're a crazy psycho bitch. So schizophrenia. Too little dopamine, you twitch.
So,
Parkinson's.
disease. Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, that's
That's some what were we senior
Getting so smart.
some
Yeah.
senior year stuff.
yeah.
Look at this.
That little phrase definitely got me through physiopsychology. That was very helpful. Because then if you treat people with Parkinson's
Yeah.
with L-Dopa,
L-Dopa.
they actually
Is it Spanish.
no,
I thought
it's
it
just
was
an
the
L.
Mexican.
It's just an L and then Dopa. They actually develop schizophrenic type symptoms.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you use too much of an antipsychotic on somebody with schizophrenic, which is they
get the jitters.
well, yeah, they get tardive dyskinesia.
Twitchy.
Is there like
Tarditive?
an abbreviated version for that?
Oh, I fell.
Tarditive dyskinesia.
What
that's
is-
tart for short.
Tarditive dyskinesia.
It's tart for short.
Mentally capped handy tarditive dyskinesia. Mentally capped handy tard.
You know, so back to what Nick was saying before. This game is just you kind of roam around and
It's an
go about your
RPG.
day.
Yeah.
Role playing game.
It's a
Corey
it's
is
an RPG.
assuming the role of stick.
I am assuming role of blue stick figure on skateboard. You know, my goal right now is just to just win all the bar fights. So I'm just gonna walk into the bar.
What is your best comeback to a rejection? You guys you
So-
guys don't have to deal with this problem.
I've never
much.
been rejected.
I doubt that severely. We're faces for radio. I say for a reason.
For real friends.
For reals,
If you haven't been rejected, you're not trying hard enough.
Case in point.
The wise words of Nicholas.
Nipple.
I died. Oh.
Ha.
Oh, really? Wait, no, it's over? Oh.
So, fun fact, or well, a fun idea. Okay, not a fact really. Fun idea. If you're for the men out there listening, if you ever ask a girl, hey, you want to go to dinner, blah blah blah, all yada yada that stuff, romance, and she says, oh, like sorry, I have a boyfriend. The response that you should use is, you look like the kind of girl who could use two. Which would be, which is perhaps the smoothest way I've ever heard to sort of get rid of that bad situation, turn it into something funny. What do you think, Corey? What do you think about it?
Should I continue playing this game or should I pick something else?
You want to try this out? It's been a while.
What?
It's been a while.
It's been a while for you,
Yeah, since you
haven't
played
in a
since you
little
played
while.
Stick RPG.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not a lot of replayability in Stick RPG.
There's so much replayability.
I don't know.
All the
There's a lot of
replayability.
replayability. Just to make everybody aware,
Keep on
Isaac and I
rolling.
we
Oh,
switch
no.
places, so he's gonna play a little bit.
Click, click.
So Corey, do you have any fun stories to tell?
Not at the moment.
All right. Well, I'll go again, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Nikki.
So my brother.
Well, I mean, do you have any stories that where both of us were present, so we could give different perspectives?
Has anything funny ever happened when we were together? Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you think of one?
Yeah. So
I was gonna tell a different story, but you can go ahead.
Well, okay. So
Do you want to? Yeah.
yeah. So this one time Nick and I we were going to go see a movie, and I think we were going to see a movie or going to get food or something, because we do that because we date sometimes.
Yeah. We go on mandates. A lot.
Mandates.
Yeah. And not a mandate as in you have to do something right away, as in a man-hyphen date.
The hyphen is important. But
A hyphen is implied.
so we pull into the parking lot of this we usually go to this one large
Outlet.
outlet center.
You can call it what it is.
Yeah,
it's
no,
the Tanger
it's
outlets.
the Tanger outlets. So we pull in, right, and we go through the back of the parking lot, because we like you're getting there.
Go on.
So we pull through the back of the parking lot, and we see this one car that was isolated from all of the other cars, and we're sitting there and we look at each other and we're kind of like, you know what they're doing there, right?
Yeah. They're playing Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em. See, I was thinking charades.
Tonsil hockey.
No, close. But yeah, no, they were doing some scandalous activities in the back of the car.
Sex. Yeah, it was probably sex.
In one of the most populated outlet
Explain.
malls.
Instructions not clear. And this was actually what was funny about this moment, though, in my life, was that it was the second time
This is the second time.
that I had encountered.
You
this-
hopped in the car?
Yeah, I actually got involved. This is the same situation that I'd been in probably a month prior.
So as naturally someone would do, I was in the car driving.
Corey
Nick
was
in
Corey.
getting
Yeah, I
twisted.
was in. I like Corey likes to drive. I like to be chauffeured. Chauffeured.
We alternate. We alternate. There's no dominant person in our
No, there's
relationship.
no exactly. It's
Oh, God.
pretty equitable. You almost got hit by a car there.
Yeah. So naturally, as somebody would do when they see these two people like messing around in the back of a car, they would pull up right next to them.
Yeah.
So I pulled up right next to these people. I turned to my left and I see these people just like going at it in the car. You can't really see too much because it was just like the guy's back, and then
Yeah, it was a lot of dude back.
there was a lot of dude back. So I really
The
don't know
hottest.
what was under him. It could have been anything, but I'm pretty sure it was another person. It could have been a wheel of cheese.
A wheel of cheese would have been interesting.
That would have been really interesting.
I mean, that I have not encountered before.
See, there used to be an Italian restaurant in there, and you know what happened? they caught their manager, in the back of a car with a wheel of cheese, and shit went downhill.
Yeah, it went downhill real quick.
Real quick.
Health
So-
inspectors, the whole works.
all of it.
Ratatouille up in there.
The secret to Ratatouille is
is consensual cheese sex. Consensual.
Whatever happened to rats?
Well, I mean, as long as the cheese is of age, so like
Yeah,
aged
yeah.
cheese.
That was a good one, Cora.
Oh,
I
thanks.
like that.
I pull
I
pull
got that one.
I pull up right next to them, and they don't notice me at all. I'm like, because they're in the zone, or the cheese.
They're in the
guy.
zone.
In the zone.
What zone?
And I pull
The
up right
auto
next to him,
zone.
and I turn to my right, and I see Nick sitting there. He's crouching down in the seat, like, dude, what are you doing? They're gonna see us. And I'm like, what? You don't want to participate?
No.
So
Just to be clear, I did not want to participate. All I saw was dude back, so anything could have been.
I'm not one to pass up a well-shapen dude back before.
Yeah, that's true, Corey. we all know that.
No, so
I know that from personal experience.
So yeah, we proceeded to go get dinner and then talk about this for the rest of the night. Like, hey, you remember that guy and that cheese that were doing it in that one car?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Almost died again.
I know, it's funny, right? So, my brother is not to go off topic.
No.
Segues are cool. So my brother is
for bikes.
petrified of public restrooms, and he has a big thing. No,
yeah.
I'm serious. He has a huge thing about like he'll like pee in a public restroom, but like he won't like go number two. He won't drop deuce in a public restroom.
Oh, god.
It's a sacred
Yeah,
activity that should be done in the comfort of your own home.
for my brother's pretty crazy about it though. Like he won't like he'll say like I need to go home, like if he needs to like drop a deuce. So
Well, wasn't
Sniff
your
his
mom
butt.
saying that she got a call in the middle of school
Yeah.
and it kind of went like, Mom, I need to go home now. And she knew immediately what was happening, right?
Yeah.
She was like,
yeah, he needs to use
you
the bathroom. Yeah.
can't do it.
See, back in elementary school, I think this is where it stemmed from. My brother thought, you know how like in our elementary schools or in our school system, like the toilet paper would come out like sheet by sheet, so it would come out
Oh,
like
yeah.
one sheet at a time, like one ply.
Okay.
My brother came home one day, and we were like talking with my mom, and he was like, you know, the bathrooms don't give you enough toilet paper. And my mom was like, what do you mean? He goes, because they only give you one square. He thought you were only allowed to take one square. and so he was. I just imagine him coming home, just like a dirty ass. Cause like
Swamp ass day in and
he
day out.
only thought he could use one square. But we were now this pet, you know, like I said, scared of public restrooms. So we go to Italy, right? We go to Italy, and we're
There are
in.
no private restrooms. Just
No, it was like pretty much all public restrooms. We were cruising about Rome. My brother's like, I need to go to the bathroom like, immediately.
let's go home.
And he goes, so he has to use the public restroom. He has to use it. And he goes into this McDonald's because he figures, okay, like maybe
Sticks.
All right. So
maybe it'll be better. So
was there a McJuice in the toilet?
no, but
a number two with fries and a shake.
But he walks out of the bathroom, and he looks at me and he goes, "There's shit all over the walls."
Is that from himself?
He's like, I can hold it. And he goes, and we get out, and like our tour guide, we had like a private tour guide, and our tour guide was like, he was like, yeah, the bathroom was like covered in feces. Like, he goes, you saw the frescoes on the walls, huh? I was like, he knew and he didn't warn. Who does that? Who has the time to like grab their own log and just paint the walls of a public restroom? Who does that?
See,
Or who has the audacity to just like tilt their butt up and just like sprinkler back and forth?
is it one of those sprinklers?
You know what? I didn't consider that possibility, Isaac. But that image is way funnier.
No, is it one of those sprinklers that kind of just alternates back and forth, or the one that kind of goes? Shh. that kind of one. So it takes individual spurts every sequence, and then just like crop dusts over everything else, and then starts over again. Or is it one of the ones that shoots like in all directions at once?
Yes.
There was. Thanks, Isaac. I really had no answer. That was too much detail, Gordon.
I'm a sprinkler fanatic.
Die.
Die?
I'm trying to
I
kill
think you
this guy.
ran out of
What guy?
cigarettes.
I bought like,
Give him
no, see, I
smokes
still got-
until he
You
dies.
still have 12 cigarettes. Can he die?
I think so. Maybe not.
Wow. I think you ran out of time during the day to give him cigarettes.
That could be it.
Maybe.
Yeah. You might have to go and sleep. Why is your guy? Oh, your guy's white because he's hopped up on pills and stuff.
No,
Because my character was blue.
he's Caucasian.
Ooh,
Well, one of 3 Caucasians.
interesting.
one of 3 Caucasians.
Yeah.
So
There we
so
go.
Isaac,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a
Oh.
science fact
I
like
think
you wanted to
he
deliver
died.
today. Is that
Uh,
is that true or false?
I don't remember it.
He died. He doesn't recall. Well, that puts us in an interesting position with this podcast. So I'm gonna stall hopefully by asking this question. What happens to all the letters to Santa? When you really think about it, like
Yeah.
like
Wait, like, is there?
Do you think he recycles? Or...
No. Like, is there a
Like,
PO box
yeah.
up in the North Pole that just like takes them and incinerates?
Oh, I thought you meant
children's
after he
dreams?
reads them and checks them twice.
No.
Wait.
I mean, in actuality,
Oh,
like
no.
people that like kids that mail letters to Santa, what happens to them?
I feel like the postmaster general must take them home and just read them and go.
I was thinking
"Ha."
a little more creatively. What if some like pedophile actually creates a home address? And
Who says the postmaster general isn't a pedophile?
Oh well.
I mean,
hadn't thought
of
that.
all people who would take home letters and stuff from kids. So Isaac, how are you? I mean, well, not to stray off the Santa topic, but yeah, somebody probably takes them home and reads them, and then like frames them or something, or makes a
What
collage.
frames them? Who would do that? There's like thousands and thousands of
Oh.
letters.
You know, it'd be great if you took one of those. You ever see on like crime shows when somebody will blackmail someone and they'll cut clipping like letters out of a newspaper or a magazine and kind of tape them to a piece of paper and then use that as like a letter to blackmail someone. I'm just imagining somebody doing that, but with like these Santa letters written by like little kids in crayon, and it's the
Crayon?
most
Crayon.
I mean, because
Crayon.
Crayon.
I've been away for too long, but
Stupid upstate. God damn it.
no, they're great, and it's also Western New York.
You think the guys that brought frankincense and myrrh were pissed at the guy that brought gold? Like you know, you guys are Jews. The nativity scene, like the 3 wise men brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to like baby Jesus. Do you think that like the guys that brought frankincense and myrrh were like, oh, I thought we'd agreed on a $20 limit? like, you brought gold? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? You're the better wise man.
The most wise.
On a serious note though, like they must have been pretty pissed.
See, I would have been pretty pissed if somebody came to my birthday, you know, and they just brought me myrrh. It's like, I brought you myrrh, like I'm a wise person. So I'm complimenting myself and screwing you over with a gift that's shitty.
What was the significance of the frankincense and myrrh?
Frankincense.
Teach me, a wise one.
Yeah, you know, frankincense.
Created by
Like,
Dr. Victor
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Well, no, basically, like, it was written like 30 or 40 years before like Jesus's birth that like God was really into like hot dogs.
What?
So yeah, no, this is true. So they didn't have any francs to give the baby Jesus, so they grabbed like the next best thing in the house, which was frankincense. They figured like good enough. The guy.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me.
Really, you can't tell. I'm gonna continue this story though. So
Okay.
Ian.
also, like Mary, like when she got her ultrasound, was initially
What kind of sound did they use back then?
initially supposed to. She was initially supposed to have a daughter, so like she painted like her and Joseph like painted the whole room like pink and shit. And
You mean the barn?
yeah,
No,
well,
just- I
no,
just
no, no. They
imagine
had a
a
house.
ye-
Basically, the reason why they were in a barn was because of the first Roman census, and that's why they use what is it
Frankincense and
before
myrrh?
before Christ? No, before Christ is like a unit measurement of time because actually the first Roman census is a good place to start like the Common Era, so they figure like oh that was the birth of Jesus anyway, so why not just do
But
both?
it wasn't the birth of Jesus. Apparently, like historical records show that Jesus was born in like the year 2,
Supposedly.
supposedly.
See, I feel like
Okay,
a
wait.
ye old ultrasound would
Ye,
probably
ye old ultrasound.
a ye old ultrasound. No, I think it would most likely consist of something of some kind of alpaca type animal, just like
Alpaca.
yelling
Al-
at a-
an
at a-
alpaca.
I was
Yelling
thinking
at a
more of cow
uterus.
just going moo and waiting for like the.
Do we know that
sounds to
there are
reverberate.
no alpacas in the Middle East?
well, maybe then a bat because they have like the ultrasonic thing, so you kind of just shove a bat up there and then it goes.
A bat?
Yeah,
bat.
no, like the
Like
the
the
animal,
animal?
the animal, not the sports equipment.
Okay.
So you just kind of stick one up there, and then
Toshi.
it would yell, and then you would wait for the reverberation, and then it would pop out and be like, "Yep, that is definitely a child." And then the guy next to him would be like, "Holy shit, a talking bat!"
2 muffins are in an oven. One
Yeah,
muffin
yeah.
says to the other.
Didn't I tell you guys that joke when I was in like 6th grade?
Probably.
Maybe. I don't have enough money.
But I had another thought, and that thought I just
I
forgot.
thought a thought, but the thought
I
I thought
th-
wasn't
I-
the thought I thought I
Yeah.
thought.
All right. Would you rather receive a really toothy beej or paper cuts like between like all of your appendages, like in like the like between all your fingers, like in toes? Like, would you rather get a paper cut between all your fingers and toes, or just a really toothy?
Is this a one-time instance?
Yeah, it's a one time thing.
Probably the toothy. Honestly, that the one scene that I couldn't look at
Jackass 2.
in Jackass 2 was when they cut the webbing between fingers with a piece of paper.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm gonna have to agree with the populace.
Yeah. Also, you're still getting that oral, so like, it's kind of a win. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, it's All right. I'm gonna tell one more story. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll do one more.
All right.
Nice quick one.
Yeah, quick one. Okay. So I was in Salem, Oregon. And this is a good note to like end this podcast on because it's a very positive
Okay.
note. So I was in Salem, Oregon, with the Glee Club, and we were part of a church service. Okay. And the priestess, I guess, is what you would call her, because it's a female pastor. She was giving this sermon about like living life abundantly, and finding like what like you love in life. So she started sort of like this. Is there something in life that gives you pleasure? Like
yeah.
that pleasures you in a really profound way. Like I don't know, you could do it by yourself, maybe in the car, maybe it's something in the car that you do, or you could do it with other people. And immediately my mind goes to the gutter, and I'm holding back tears of laughter, looking at my friends who are like across the like the pews from me, and it gets to this absurd, and she just kept going going with it.
You
And
can do it in your house.
you could do it in your house with your family, and like, you know,
If your
and
grandparents.
your grandparents can watch.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, just unable to take it, and eventually, it was over. But I'm sure that everyone saw me just laughing pretty hysterically at this. So the point of that story is, find your pleasure in life. Do it by yourself or with other people, and really
Do it with a stranger.
do it with a stranger, someone you don't know, someone you find on Craigslist.
And don't feel taken aback when
I laugh at you for it.
and when the priestess turns to you and she gives you
And gives you
a little wink,
the eye, yeah.
little wink, because you know what she's talking about.
Exactly. All right. That is all for
I'm
faces
so intelligent.
for radio. I am Nip,
I'm Corey.
And I'm Isaac.
and we'll see you next week.
Bye.